So, here I am in the middle of a really busy intersection. This is on my walk to the BTS while I'm going to school. I'm going in a little bit early today for a couple reasons. One of which is to show you the concrete work of the BTS Skytrain system in downtown Bangkok, Thailand. I've been meaning to do this for a little while. In fact, I've done it a couple times, but on a whim with my phone camera, and it turns out terrible. So I'm going to show you some cool structural things that go on downtown. Here, let's look at the entryway to the BTS, because I like these. Very simple but fun. Standard. They all look like this throughout town. So it's just wide flange, cut. So it's all standard shapes. This is wide flange and plate. So they made some nice constructions out of simple shapes. And it's hard to see from here, but the roof does this tumbling sort of cascade thing where they control the water. It's quite nice. And then they have this modular thing they did, so every single station has that system, and depending on where you are within the city, they have a different color scheme. So there's green, there's blue, there's purple, there's red, orange. It kind of indicates to you where you are, what line of the BTS you're about to get on. So I'm going to turn this off, I'm going to buy a ticket, and then I'll meet you up on the deck and show you something else. Okay, I'm inside. I've infiltrated the BTS layer. It only cost me 22 baht. Check it out, you guys. This is an escalator. It's like stairs, but they move. It's a new invention. They're just trying it out here in Bangkok. So we'll see how they work out. I think it's going to be a pretty popular thing, though. I could see people getting into it. Okay. You see these arching beams? And notice something about those columns. So this side of the column takes that beam, and then it comes across, and these are really annoying. They weren't here till about 3 weeks ago. So the angled column picks up both sides. These come out, and then it bridges across. So it's all one unit effectively. It's been bolted together in the center section where it's open. And yeah, kind of simple, but kind of fun. They look cool from a distance. Oh, here, we can see. If I turn this around, you're gonna see Victory Monument. So right up the center, Victory Monument, real tall. The guy's waving at me because blah, blah, blah. And he's staring at me, and he's mad because I'm not putting the camera down, but that's cool. You can get mad. And if you can see in the distance, probably not, but there's one of these. So right at the base of Victory Monument is exactly one of these. Believe it or not, it's Victory Monument Station. All right, I'm gonna go before I get yelled at more. Whistled at. Those whistles are really loud too. Let's have a look at the craziness of Siam Center. It's the busiest BTS station in town. Traffic jam. Go, go, go. Doors ain't gonna open. Good. This is only kind of busy. Yeah, this is barely even kind of busy, to be honest. I can actually walk, so. Anyway, I do this a few times a week to go to class. But what we're really going to look at is the structure that holds up the train I just rode in on which I just rode in. Yeah. See that? There's a hint. Okay. Is this worth keeping the camera on? Why not? Ticket to freedom. All right, through the gates. Let's go over here. A trick here is to walk through as many air-conditioned spaces as possible. It's really not even that hot today. Nice cloud cover. So, part of my daily commute to school is walking through a mall on purpose because they crank the AC in this place. If I've learned one thing, it's how awesome air conditioning can be here. They really got it figured out. Okay, this is boring. We'll see you in a sec when we have concrete to look at. Ready? Outside we go. That is one big column. So, this is what I'm referring to. I came in on that line. This line goes that way for one stop. There's the National Stadium back there. And then they both go that direction. That is west. That's north. I live that way. Up about half a mile that way and then a mile to the north. So anyway, these come in and you can see they took a lot of care in how this concrete actually sits together. It's not just square and boring. Like, can you see in here? They've got a chunk of rail, and then just like a post and beam setup, it's got a seat out there that they've rounded off, and it reminds me of a human joint. It kind of looks like the end of a femur or something like that. So they could have just made it square and ugly, but they actually took all this time. That's not easy to make. That takes a lot of effort, but it looks awesome. So where they could have just had an ugly, hulking concrete monstrosity, they actually did something cool. And see, it makes these loops. They have a column, effectively a column and a beam, but they made a big loop out of it. And then the tracks come together and they shrink. So it goes from 2 columns on the outside to 1 up the center. We're gonna go look at that. And apparently I can't turn the camera off. Here's a view from the other side. I just walked 100 yards up the street. So the small loops and the big ones are down there. And we'll see here in a sec, a bus is gonna come by. And these columns are about the diameter of a bus. Of course, I don't see a single bus anywhere on the horizon. Here we go. Oh, that's the bus I usually ride too. So, bus, column. About the same size. All right, let's go up. Okay, I'm on a staircase. This is all foot traffic. It doesn't actually go for the BTS, even though it has the same system and the same roofing setup. But here we go. This is one view. You can see that one's like offset. You got half a loop and then this one sticks out. It's like half of the big one and half of the small one. That is a big, big mall. Mostly that. Okay, a bad shot. Ignore that. Here we go. See the cascading roofs along that stairwalk. I'm making up words as I go. Anyway, that's what I just walked up. Same thing as the BTS. People call that the world famous MBK Center. I don't know why. It's just a mall. It's like any other mall. It's big and there's a bunch of crap to buy. That's about it. So, there she be on this side. They've got those nice curves instead of just being straight shots and ugly, chunky crap. And then there's some interesting moments that happen all along here. Everything gets a little bit different, so it's all custom. They have this seat that's angled out, and this twisted joint right here. This comes right over your head, so you know, you see the people walking under that. You can reach up and touch the thing. There goes the train. But what I really like is right over here. You get some good shots. There's also a big piece of concrete. It's right above my head. See that one? So we'll get a shot on the side here in a sec. The column comes up. This obviously goes all the way to the ground. And I'm in this girl's shot, so I'll move. I would hate to sully the shot of the MBK for her with my awesome beard, which I hacked to death because I decided to trim it at random for some reason last week. Anyway, see, track on one side, so they got that seat element that comes out on the left, and then they curve up. It has this like gooseneck form. Another one over there. And then this is what it looks like over here. See, all sorts of, you get all these little sneaky shots through the concrete and around it and at it. Almost run into her. There you have it. That's how you make infrastructure not terribly ugly. And this is an arts center. Inside they've got the spiral. It's not a staircase, it's just a slanted walkway. It's the Guggenheim 2.0. It's kind of silly actually. It's cool in a way, but it's a complete ripoff. So anyway, I'm gonna go buy construction paper for a class. Fun stuff. We out.